We are going to continue now to talk about an actual Bible. The first one I'm going to have us deal with is what's called the Scofield Study Bible. This is a study Bible, which of course means, as we said before, when you have the text to the Bible itself, which you have in the Scofield Bible right here, you see that underneath the actual text, you have this section underneath with notes. And what these notes do is tell you something about what that verse has to say. Now, this is a Scofield Bible, and I have two of them. This is the earliest of them. This is the one that was printed out, I believe, in 1917, and it's been revised, but it has something special in it as well that I want to tell you about. And this is something very special about it. But first of all, we're dealing here with Psalm 51. All right? And he tells what each psalm is on the top. For example, Psalm 51, it says, "To the chief musicians, a psalm of David, when Nathan the prophet came unto him after he had gone into Bathsheba." Now, that's 51. Now, if you notice right away, when you look at that very closely, Psalm 51, you will notice a little tiny number 1 just before that psalm, and then also a K right in front of it. Now, what does that mean? Well, if you go to the number 1 above, there will take you down to these notes that we have right here. And that talks all about that psalm and what it means and how it relates to other scripture. Now, that's very important. But another thing he does, which is fascinating, that's the number 1. Then that letter K, every time there's a letter, that means you're brought into the center of the Bible. And these are what I call cross-references. All of this. In other words, there's other places in the Bible where something like that happens. Or another psalm like it. Now, where K is, for example, in this picture 1 Bible, it says Bible prayers. Now, how does this psalm begin? "Have mercy on me, O God, according to thy loving kindness, according unto the multitude of thy tender mercies, blot out my transgressions." So that is a Bible prayer. Now, what's nice about Scofield, he'll take that Bible prayer in this cross-reference in the center of the page, and what he does with that, first of all, it's quoted as OT, Old Testament, and then it says, from this one, go to Isaiah 37:15. Okay, so that's the next place you find a prayer in the Bible. But what's even more interesting, he has in parentheses, just above my finger there, he has in parentheses the very first places prayer is in the Bible, and that's Genesis 15:2, and the last where it is in the Old Testament, Habakkuk 3:1-16. Now, that's one thing that Scofield does very well. He'll have everything in the center of the cross-references exactly how he wants it, so that you can find all of these places where these things happen. If you follow each one through, you'll get them in all of those places. Now, we'll go next to another version of the Scofield Bible, which is revised, and I will show you what that's like. Meanwhile, we'll be back shortly.